So the last Drift event, we melted the coolant turbo line, so today we're going to be taking everything apart and replacing all those lines to prevent another one melting. So as you can see, there's a bunch of yellow dry chemical left still in the car from the fire extinguisher, so we're going to try to wash all that out. So after giving it a bath, we're going to start by taking off the AN lines. This is actually the coolant line that started the fire. It actually melted at the fitting, which let all the hot coolant go on the exhaust. The crazy thing is that these are actually black AN fittings that turned into this gold color. So here's another look at that line. It's melted completely in half. So another thing we noticed is the oil drain back line is actually touching the manifold right there. And just like that, the turbo comes loose. Take a look at this V-band clamp off the turbo. It's super crusty still. So now we're just working on getting that oil drain back line off the turbo so we can pull this thing out. So that black spot on the manifold is actually where the fire started, and you kind of see how it spread over to the oil line. And there's that water fitting again that actually fell off. I thought it was pretty cool how the condensation looked in the downpipe. So we got the downpipe out, and take a look at this oil drain back line. It's completely charred. Here's another look at that water line that melted in half. And now we're measuring so we can order new lines for the turbo.
Yeah, right. All right. I think most of it's going in the pan, so.
Yeah, I can hear it.
So now with the turbo out of the way, now it's time to get that manifold out of there. And there we go, we got the manifold out. So here's our wastegate dump pipe. It actually used to be wrapped and it's seen some better days. All that white stuff is still from the fire extinguisher, so we're going to try to get all that off. So now we're rewrapping the wastegate dump pipe. The last time we wrapped it, we used those metal ties they give you in the box, but they always seem to come off, so we're going to actually use hose clamps this time. We got all the hardware cleaned up and it looks so much better. So the power washer was able to take all of that crystallized fire extinguisher stuff off, but unfortunately it started taking off a little bit of the ceramic coat. Everything came off except this piece on the wastegate flange area. Unfortunately, it wouldn't come off, so we're just gonna have to live with it. So now we're on this pretty rough spot on the turbo. So we're gonna use a baking soda water paste to try to get it off. It actually neutralizes the chemical and allows it to come off. So we're gonna make sure there's a nice coat on there, and then we're gonna rinse it with water, and this is the result. So last thing we're going to do is touch up the engine bay to make sure everything is nice and clean. Thank you for watching. In the next episode, we're going to be putting it back together and prepping it to go drift.